One significance of testing is it shows where you're at and how much you understand in that particular subject. People often say that there's a lot more than just testing, and that's very true, and testing is not the end-all be-all, but testing is kind of like a checkpoint.
The significance of testing is really testing your knowledge and your comprehension of what you've learned throughout the years.
I think testing allows teachers, parents, and students to kind of understand where they are, what their skills are, what their strengths and weaknesses are. I think especially for a test like the SAT, students can kind of get a picture of maybe what they need to work on to improve themselves if they are a college-bound student, and determine basically how they can get better and work toward that goal, and then also allows parents and teachers to assist them in that.
So any testing or assessment, I think the biggest significance is for educators, it helps us understand what our students know and what our students don't know. In terms of the significance for students, especially these big assessments, these are tied to scholarship dollars, what schools you can get into, so there's some big things on the line.
I think they should take it seriously because, like I said, it lets the teacher know where you're at, and if the teacher knows where you're at, the teacher can now adapt to what you're learning, and if you're behind or if you're ahead, they can kind of move around that and understand that. If you're a little behind, they can put a little more time and effort into your work and your craft.
Students should take the SAT seriously because it really determines what college you're going to, and that also kind of defines of what person you are, and it just really it's the beginning stepping stone for your future.
Not that the SAT defines a student or who they are or what they are, but you don't know what kind of doors it can open for you. I think some kids are surprised by how well they do, and maybe develop new goals for themselves because they see what's there.
Like I mentioned, these test scores are linked to a lot of things, including what schooling you'd like to go to, including scholarship money, and they give us a good look at where we are as a school.
Each night, put aside some time. It helps in terms of your test scores, because you're not always just gonna learn something and automatically, boom, I know this. So you got to put time, and it's all about practice and just keep doing things over repetition.
Definitely, just if you know that there's a test, even if you don't know that there's a test coming up, you should just be prepared that there's going to be one soon. Just looking your material over 30 minutes a night.
Number one, I would say, is relax. And just kind of going with a mindset that is positive. It's kind of like game day, right? You versus the test, and you're there to take it down.
I think it's important to make sure you get a good night's rest, have some breakfast, go into the test knowing that you're going to do your best, and as long as you do your best, that's all that matters. And if you can keep that mindset during the test, I think it'll help you. You need to know that there are going to be some challenges on the test. No matter how good of a student you are, there's going to be some challenges. So if you go in with the mentality that that's okay and you're just going to do your best effort, that'll help you a lot.